What's up, everyone? My name is Dan Davis, and I'm the creative director here on DansTube.TV, which is Australia's #1 ranked drone YouTube channel. I'm starting out a brand new journey on the channel. I really want to learn how to fly FPV with my DJI Avata 2. So I've got myself the DJI FPV Remote Controller 3, which I've got plugged in to my computer, and I'm going to be testing it using the Uncrashed FPV Drone Simulator. Now, stay tuned because I will have 2 codes to give away for the simulator. So if you're in the same boat and you want to learn FPV, maybe you've got the Avata 1, the Avata 2, maybe you've got a completely different FPV drone, and you just want to learn how to fly FPV a little bit more, the Uncrashed simulator is a great starting point. So just let me know as I'm going how the stream is going. I have no idea how it's going to go with running the game and whatnot while I'm live. So just let me know if there's any issues. It's really important that you do let me know. Let me just see if we've got any comments here. Hey, Shane Stuff, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, there will be 2 codes to give away. This is the Learning FPV from Ground Zero to Pilot with DJI FPV Remote Controller 3. That's kind of what I went for, the theme of this one. This is my first step towards getting into the true FPV space. I thought, let's just test it out with the controller. I'll play around, go live for, however long it takes just to get used to it all. And then my next video, when I continue on this journey, will be me actually flying the Avata 2, and I would imagine crashing it a fair bit, but I'll document that whole series there. So if you are looking for the remote controller here or anything else, make sure to go to d1store.com.au, use the code DansTube, and you will be able to save on select items, including the FPV Remote Controller 3. So let's jump into it. You can see I've got in the background here the Uncrashed simulator. I will put a code up on the screen very soon, which will actually have that code. So stay tuned. I'm just going to quickly check the comments. Afternoon, John, Shane, thank you so much for tuning in. If anyone does have FPV knowledge, please help me out because I am going to suck at this. I'm just going to have to play around with it and get used to it. That's what everyone has told me. I went out with Aerial Pixel not long ago. He flies FPV, gave me a chance to fly his drone, and I just continued to crash it time and time again. So I thought, let's actually give it a red hot crack, play around with the simulator and try to get better. So if anyone in the comments has any advice, please let me know. All right, so I'm just going to power on the controller now. We'll jump in to the single player. We'll just go with the Meadow. It's a bit more open. Just keep in mind as well, there was a brand new update for Uncrashed. Right here, they've actually got a full map editor now. So they've got create a whole map with the track or map editor. They kind of refer to it as track editor, then map editor. So yeah, really cool. There's a whole community space here that will start to unfold as time goes on. But you can also create maps yourself, which is very, very exciting. There's multiplayer, single player, all sorts of things. So thank you so much to Uncrashed for giving me a few codes to give away in this live stream here. And I'm excited to see how it all goes. So let's jump into the Meadow, jump in here. One thing that I noticed from a lot of people is they loosen this left stick here. So it's kind of in a resting position down. So you can remove the back brace and you can actually unscrew, loosen it so that the left stick is kind of in a resting position. But I decided I'll just leave it as the default. You can see they're both sitting just in a neutral position in the middle there. So my understanding is that the drone is always going to be lifting in altitude. So let's jump into it. Oh, oh, what a cool location. How cool is this? All right, let's try to spin around. Oh, no. Okay. So it's all fine movements. This is something that Aerial Pixel kept telling me, and all the other FPV pilots who have told me, a few little things I might need to know about flying FPV. And you can see I'm a pro, obviously, clearly. So it just seems to be increasing in altitude. I think that's just due to the fact that the stick position is always in the middle. So it's always getting a little bit of juice to it. So let's just kind of level this out. Go back to this location here. Just try to get through the gap. There we go. Spin back around. I think I'm overthinking all the different movements. I think I just literally need to get used to just the default movements without trying to overcomplicate it. Oh, wow. My Avata 2 would be gone if this was the case. Okay, here we go. So, again, any advice, let me know. I'm just kind of experimenting with it, seeing what I can do. Through the gap. Oh, I keep using the wrong stick. Okay, here we go again. I've got to use that left stick. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at that. Nice revealing shot. Okay. Okay. And through the gap into the ground. These drones are indestructible, which is nice. Very nice. Let me know in the comments if anyone else has any other recommendations for simulators out there. Uncrashed seems to be, I don't know, just seems to be the one, right? It's got the map editor, multiplayer, single player. It's got all sorts of scenarios that you can fly in. I think it just creates a more dynamic experience as you're learning. Okay, so a bit more juice. Oh, knocked the tree, and what is happening? What is happening? There we go. We're back. We're back in business. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So I'm literally pulling the stick down to decrease in altitude because by default it's constantly increasing in altitude, which is definitely something to get used to. Okay. I feel like I'm getting worse. Let's go over here to this tiny little building here. Very fine movements. Yeah. Thank you, Shane. Definitely seems to be the case, doesn't it? I'll just pin that comment. So yeah, very fine movement, Shane stuff. That's definitely what I've heard. I found it is very touchy to move in the sim. Okay, interesting. That's interesting to hear. And then we've got DRL, so Drone Racing League is a good drone one too as well on Steam. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. Let's jump back in. I think I really just need to keep trying. I'm doing the whole like the pinching motion to just get used to it and just really trying the delicate movements. Like it's fine if I'm like in an open area like this, it's no issues, right? Because I can just do like a front flip. I can do the roll. It's no issues because I'm obviously not avoiding anything, but it's more so the fine movements when I'm getting close to things. So maybe that's something to keep in mind. Maybe I just need to keep that in mind. So let's just try like a revealing shot over here. Nice and low. Okay. Settle it out. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fine movements and completely different story when you're actually flying a drone that you've potentially spent a lot of money on. That's when the concern comes. That's why I guess it makes sense to use the sim. What's this up here? Oh, this is cool. How's the performance going, guys? Let me know in the comments. Are we having any issues with frames dropping or the performance from the game? Or any issues with my audio, anything like that? I really appreciate any sort of comments on that, just so I know. It's actually pretty amazing how huge this map is. This is just one of the maps. Again, thank you so much to the Uncrashed team for sending me a few codes to give away. Ooh, look at that nice little reveal. We'll go down and up. Ooh. Okay, looks smooth. Thanks, John. Appreciate the support, everyone. Okay, what do we got over here? This is a really cool map, this one. So for these like wide open locations, so when I'm going up, so I'm pushing up on the stick, so I'm angling forward, right? So I'm angling forward like that, right? Look at me, little novice over here. Let's go back to this location. See if I can. I think I just need to come in a little slower, don't I? And into the wall. The sound. What is happening? Okay. I don't even know how to flip it. I guess I just... There we go. That's wild. Okay, let's try again. Go in the wrong direction. That's what I found when I was using Aerial Pixels drone. I was kind of intuitively going in the wrong direction. So down is what I need to remember. So down is going up. Up is going down. That's where I kept having issues. Hey, I kept going the wrong direction. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just going to change. Oh, you hit R to reset. Thanks, Shane. Okay, let's go a bit slower down here. Hey. Oh, there's like a whole farm over here to explore. Let's go and check this out. Bounce off the ground. Why not? Very hard to talk and play, guys. So I'm really sorry. I can't entertain you as we're going. Yeah, it really does impress me, people who, do gameplay videos, who can actually coherently talk about something or the game in general and still play really well. It just comes with practice, right? But still. We'll do a death roll into the ground. There we go. All right, let's go to a different map. Let's quickly go back. So yeah, Shane's saying hit R to reset. Appreciate that. And I'll just quickly put up. So that's the title of the video there. Okay, so let's have a look at another one. We've got the racetrack, horizon. I feel like I need something a bit more enclosed. Maybe not completely enclosed, but something that forces me maybe to go a little slower. Let's go with high city. This one looks pretty cool. Oh, okay. Very Sin City vibe, isn't it? Okay, it's actually really hard to see this one. I might go to a different one in the middle of the day. Full on, hey? It's funny, I don't know, it feels like, you'll never get there. Like when you start at this point, you just have no idea. It feels like you'll never get to the point that you're actually flying it. But it's like anything, right? The more you keep doing it, the better you're going to get with it, or the more confident you'll feel. Let's try City Park. This one looks cool. Looks like an overcast day, so hopefully it's not too dark. And just give me a sec over here. So what do we got in the comments? Yeah, it is very, very dark, Shane. So let's go with this one. See how this one goes. Okay. Oh, this is a hugely overcast, rainy day. Not the kind of day you would be flying FPV, I would not imagine. Like literally no cars on the road. I think these are the kind of things I need to get used to. Just the movement of the drone, the yawing. This kind of controlled movement is definitely what I need to get better with. And then on top of that, I'm also going to have a headset on when I'm flying as well. So that's another element that I'll need to get used to as well. Well, this is hugely overcast, isn't it? These are not conditions you'd be flying in with any drone. Beautiful spot, though. Okay, so just get a little higher up. Are there any buildings? That looks like something over there. The car park's kind of cool to practice in. Let's see how we go with the car park. Oh, okay. Reset, there we go. Thanks for the advice, Shane. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all happening. Here we go. Right, I'm going to go down the main road. I think that will be a little easier for those fine movements that I'm trying to get used to. Yeah, you really have to take your hat off to people who fly FPV. They make it look so easy. Oh, it's like a racing point here. Let's try this. I couldn't even hit it. Oh my god. How good was that? Okay, let's try back at this car park again. Yeah. All right. Let's go to another one. I'm just being impulsive now, just changing. Yeah, they do, don't they, Shane? They make it look very easy. It's crazy. Don't feel like I'm getting any better. I've only just started, though, so I've got to remind myself of that. Let's try the dock. The dock looks cool. Hopefully we don't have too many cars. Oh, I guess it gives me a subject to focus on, doesn't it? Something to focus in on. Oh, yeah, there are the cars. And I'm in the water. All right, let's get back to just flying. Getting ahead of myself trying to track bloody cars. I can't even fly yet, let alone track cars. Okay, through the gap. Hey. Did my first gap. Kind of didn't do that one, did I? And there we go, in the water again. Hey, John, I only had my Avata 2 out once since I got it. Okay, why is that? Have you not had too much of a chance? Or are you not feeling too confident with it? What's going on with that? The Avata 2 is so easy to fly with the motion controller. It's when it goes full FPV mode is when we got some issues. Oh, that acceleration. All right. Okay, I'm going to go this way this time. It's so trippy getting used to it. It really is. I still keep putting in the wrong inputs. It's like, recently I've been playing a fair bit of the PS5, and it's like when you jump between, two different games. Like if you're playing, like I've been playing the finals recently with some friends, and then you jump into Helldivers 2, and then you might jump into The Last of Us. They've all got slightly different ways of controlling, So it's like, it feels like that sometimes. This is significantly harder. You pick it up normally in a video game relatively quickly, but it feels like that, when you're putting in intuitively, you're going, oh, that's what I need to put in. I need to, increase in altitude. So I'm going to do that because you're used to flying a cinematic drone, but it's a whole different kettle of fish. Is that an expression? Sure. We'll go with it. All right, let's try to go through this little gap here. Oh, look at us. Look at us. And then up. And then the huge loop. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we need to go back this way. Yeah, I'm just I'm feeling like the more you do this, if you just put hours into the simulator, you're just going to get used to it. I feel like that's my problem, right? You can see as I'm doing things, I'm putting in the wrong input, basically. It's just crashing into the ground or doing something weird. And so I think I need to pull back as well on the acceleration just to slow the pace of things down, just so I can do things like this, like go over or under in that context. Oh, look at the cars drifting. Yeah, how cool is this simulator? Oh, yeah. Boom. Straight into the cars. Oh, the cars actually hit me. That's cool. I thought they would just be invisible. Oh, I need to... There we go. Any other advice, guys? You let me know if there's anything like obviously that I'm doing wrong besides crashing the drone. I think it's these like left and right movements with the angle of the drone is what I'm struggling with. That kind of movement there. Like that was a bit better. but they're the ones that I'm struggling with, like almost settling out the drone, you know? Oh, don't know what happened there. Come on. There we go. It's so cool that you got these cars that are just racing and you can actually track them. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, John, it is a cool sim. I would highly recommend. Stay tuned because, like I said, I will flash up one of the codes very soon on the screen. There are 2 codes. So if you don't have this sim, make sure you got Steam open on your system and yeah, try to get the code before anyone else does. If you're live right now, it's very likely you're going to be the one that gets it, I would imagine. Just try to go over. Oh, that was sick. And then I just crashed it into some sort of cargo box of sorts. Okay, let's try again. I like this map. This map's actually really cool. I feel like this one gives me a good sense. Like a few different things I can fly under and around. Oh yeah, bounce off that. Why not? Yeah, that's the input I'm putting in wrong. It's really confusing to get used to. Up on the right stick is pointing down, which makes sense, right? Because the drone is going like that. I guess I'm just, yeah, I'm not used to that. That's the one I'm really struggling with. Don't know if there's any advice on that in the comments. Let me know. How's audio sounding, guys? I've just got the microphone in front of me. Are we good on audio? Oh yeah, that felt pretty good. Let's try between this gap here. Hey, the old quadruple flipper, they call him. Oh, that was clean. Look at me. FPV Dan. Right, let's try to keep up with this blue guy now, hey? Is he coming? There he is. Oh man, I struggle with that. All right. So let's just quickly go back to the main menu. So just while everyone is listening in, I will just flash up one of the codes. Boom, right now. That's one of the codes for Uncrashed through Steam. So just make sure to go to Steam, get that code in, and there will be another code I will display in a little bit. I'll keep playing the game or the sim, keep getting used to it. And yeah, there'll be another code that comes up. So I'm just going to launch back into that one. I actually really liked that one, the dock. So I'll just leave that code on the screen for now. So you just jump into it when you get a chance. Hey, Scott, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. Let me know if you got any advice, because I am a novice. I suck at this game, or I suck at flying FPV. But we will get there. We're not going to give up, guys. That's why I got the simulator, right? Just got to keep trying. Ooh, don't think I should have made that gap, but I did. Let's try to go between here. Oh, yeah. Okay, little improvements. I'm going to go through this one, and then I'm going to go down. And then just horrifically crash into nothing. Okay, I need to... There we go. Reset it. So let's go back down here where I was doing all right. Through that gap. I think I can go through this gap and maybe out here. No, we won't risk it. Let's see if I can go through this one. Oh, yeah, that was nice. Look at me, that was a cinematic FPV shot. Okay, I'm feeling a bit better, guys. I was feeling like this was going to take me 12 years to figure out, but it's like anything, right? You just keep doing it. I've only been doing it for probably not even 30 minutes yet. I have played with FPV sims in the past, but like very quickly at a friend's place, and I wasn't using the actual controller I'd be using to fly FPV. Let's try to get these guys over here. There we go. Up, up. No. Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is my favorite one so far. Oh yeah, you got Uncrashed in the background there. Let's try to go through here. Let me know if anyone got a chance to redeem the code. If not, someone who's watching the video after the live stream, feel free to try it. If no one has redeemed it, I'm sure it would have been redeemed though, but it's worth trying. Oh, yes, that was nice. On the outside, yep, nice. Oh, just nipped it. Or nicked it, whatever the expression is. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so Scott, welcome in. John, Shane, if you're still here, guys, make sure to send that code to a friend if you've got someone else that wants to get into FPV. Or if you want to get the sim as well, feel free to use it. There will be another code that I will put up on the screen in a bit. I'll probably try a few more maps. Let's try over here. Oh, yes. Oh, what the hell? What am I doing? You still there, Scott? Yeah, cool. Let us know in the comments, guys, in the live chat, like who here actually flies FPV? Who here's actually had a chance to properly fly FPV? I'd love to know some of your insights. You know, what helped you along your journey? If you got any little tips along the way, if there's anything you've really struggled with. I guess for me, I'm a little nervous flying the Avata 2 purely because I know that it's a little bit harder to fix that, and I would probably have to send it to DJI if I had any issues. Where I know a lot of people flying FPV, you know, normally have like modular drones, right? True FPV drones where you can fix it up and you can buy all the parts for it and whatnot. Let's try through here. Okay, I just started a lap, whatever that means. Ah, yeah, I'm trying too hard to get in the gaps. Gaps are definitely not the go right now for me, I don't think. If anything, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like definitely getting a little better with my control. Don't know what you guys think. Probably not, but I mean, like these kind of movements, yeah, I'm going very slow. I'm going 50 kilometers an hour. But, you know, I'm trying over here, guys. You know, I'm trying. Okay, so Shane says he wants one. You want an FPV drone? Yep. Oh, probably shouldn't be focusing on that. Let me just quit out. I'm going to try another one. So I'm just going to take that code away. So there is going to be another code that will pop up. Yeah, so there will be another code in a little bit. I'll just keep going with my practice for now. I guess this is more, if anything, this video is pretty much just me thinking of keeping myself accountable. You know, like me jumping in, testing this for however long. Like, how long have we even been going for? I can't even see how long it's been going for. But yeah, you know, me coming on and actually probably testing this. In my head, I was like, you know, this is a way of keeping myself accountable. Is that Santa in the distance? Oh, this is another super dark map. This might not be the one to go with. The dark maps don't seem to display too well. Very cool map, though. Yeah. Okay, let's try another map. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, so this is just to keep me accountable. I thought, you know, I've been wanting to do this for a while, but if I just don't do anything about it, like if I just keep saying it, nothing's going to happen. So I'm like, if I schedule a live stream, I force myself to go on the simulator, I do it for 40 minutes, an hour, however long I want to jump on for, it kind of forces me into it. And then if I just keep practicing as the days go on, it'll get to a point where I'm feeling a little more confident, like it's definitely not worth me jumping into flying an actual FPV drone until I feel significantly more confident. But, dumping a few hours into the sim and then going out and taking it relatively easily and just kind of easing into it, that makes a lot of sense to me. That's what everyone keeps telling me to do anyway. So, oh, this looks cool. This is like an abandoned area. Okay. Oh, this one's very cool, isn't it? Lots of little areas you can dip into. See, that's the movement I'm struggling with, that kind of banking like that. That's a tough one because you're going in all sorts of directions. And I guess intuitively, like my brain's going a different way when I think about flying like a cinematic drone. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's how I do it. Nice and slow. Yep, perfect. Oof. Okay, Shane, saving up the money at the moment to do your course. Oh, awesome. Appreciate it, Shane. Yeah, definitely check it out when you get a chance. You can use the code DANSTube to save a little bit off the course. So keep that in mind. Write that down. Yeah, I've had nearly 200 students now go through the course, which is phenomenal. It's awesome to get all the feedback from people, everyone feeling a lot more confident with their drones, learning a lot of the different tips and tricks that I've learned along the way doing my REPL and, working with lots of drone pilots and all sorts of people. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. That was not what I wanted. Come on. Okay. I don't know if I can reset it just with the controller. Doesn't look like it. No, there we go. Yeah, that's cool to hear. Thanks for the support, Shane. I appreciate that. If anyone else has checked out the course, definitely let me know. If anyone in here has checked out the course, I know there's been a lot of you out there that have graduated it. Okay, here we go. Back to... Oh yeah, that was pretty clean. Yeah, so it's the input on both sticks that I really need to practice. So maybe if I just do a little bit more of those like panning shots like that, because you got to keep that horizon steady. Otherwise, I just go like that and crash into the ground. And I'm also curious because the stick on my controller is right in the center. Like I said, when I let go, it just continues to increase in altitude. So I am curious about that when I actually genuinely fly the Avata 2, if that's going to be the case as well. If I'm going to continue to increase in altitude just by letting go of the stick. Because I guess like I'm always going to be holding the left stick down just to decrease the speed a little bit. All right, so I'm going to try a lower one like that. Oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah, so when I'm nice and slow, it's a little easier. I love this. All the artwork, all the graffiti is awesome on this abandoned building. I'm straight into a tree. Lovely. Oh yeah, Shane. So he's saying I'm currently doing his REPL. That's awesome. I went through Ace Aviation to do mine, which is in Mount Gravatt in Brisbane. Yeah, let us know if you want to, where you're doing yours and how you're finding it. Because there's a lot of insights in there. It's great to learn about battery safety, like how to maintain battery health, how to store batteries, how to fly in all sorts of conditions. It's great to learn all of that stuff. Okay, so Texas RC Noob, hello from Houston. Hello. I'm from Brisbane, Australia. Thank you so much for tuning in. Texas RC Noob. So are you a noob with the RC or do you have some knowledge? I'm struggling here. I'm getting a little better. Any advice, though, would be muchly appreciated. And we've got Shane again. So Done It. Is that, or Done IT? Is that the company maybe that you went through? Okay. Cool. And for people jumping in, the video we're doing here is just basically me learning how to fly FPV. Drone It. Shane said Drone It is what it's called. How are you finding their service? I'm guessing it's an in-person. I think it has to be in person to learn to get your REPL. I have no idea if there's online ones exclusively. Yeah, so my drone course gives you a lot of different insights and knowledge, but it's not like an REPL course. I guess, yeah, my whole course is like I realized a lot of people were nervous, like super anxious and nervous about flying their drones. And I was the same when I started as well. You're worried about crashing or birds attacking or flying over water, all these common fears we have. And so, yeah, my drone course is all around that, like how to overcome your anxieties, how to, fly with more confidence, learn all the tips and tricks to be a better drone pilot, basically. I love how I can just fly through trees. Like if, if this was real life, this drone would be stuck in one of these trees. Oh, this is cool through these little gaps here. Yeah, so if you've got any questions, Shane, you want to know about the course, let me know. I'm not going to try any of those gaps, I don't think. Oh, look at that. That was a nice one. Let's try a gap. As I say, I'm not going to try a gap. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. So I'm feeling like I'm getting better with these finer movements, which is good. Like this here where I can do one of these ones, keep it relatively stable. Like that's an improvement, I would say. If anyone got a chance to redeem the code as well, make sure to let us know. I love helping out other drone pilots on their journey. This is a cool map as well. I like this one, actually. I know that there's lots of opportunities for me to go between all the little gaps, which I haven't done at all. But even just these trees, right? Because this is a common scenario for me if I'm going to fly the drone. There's going to be a lot of trees around. And I'm definitely not going to be confident enough to go through any of these little gaps yet. I'm going to be just flying around like this, for example, I would imagine. Just getting used to it. Right. And crashed. Love it. All right, let's just jump back into the comments quickly. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to share the video, like it. If you've got anyone else who has advice on FPV drones, please send them my way. I would love to learn more about this. So Texas, what have you said? Well, I do RC cars mostly, but I have 4 drones. DJI FPV, you got the Unique Typhoon H, DJI FPV Mini Pro 3, and Mavic Classic. You got quite the arsenal. Quite the fleet of drones there. That's awesome. How are you finding all of those? What's your go-to drone? What's the one that you typically find yourself taking out the most? Pete Plays Edits. What's going on? Appreciate you jumping in. You just missed, for people just tuning in now, you just missed one of the codes for Uncrashed. So I'm giving away 2 codes to the Uncrashed FPV Simulator. There will be another code coming very soon. I'm going to keep flying though, keep practicing. And then another code I'll probably put up in 10 minutes, let's say. Something like that. Cool. All right, let's go back to the comments quickly. I saw a few more comments pop up. So 6 drones. What have you got, John? So you said you got 6 drones over there. Texas RC Noob, the Mini 3 Pro is your go-to. Yeah, why is that? I'm kind of the same. I like the mini drones, hey. I love the mini drones. Is it to do with regulations for you, or is it purely a joy factor, an enjoyment factor that you go for the smaller drones? Let us know, and then I'll jump back in. Yeah, I find that as well. I've been using the Mini 4 Pro. Yeah, oh, there you go. Shane says he's using the Mini 4 Pro. Yeah, the Mini 4 Pro. Mini 3 Pro is still a phenomenal drone. I don't know if they're going to discontinue it soon. I have no idea, but I mean, it's harder to get, I've noticed. It's like out of stock in a lot of places, and the Mini 4 Pro is what I would imagine DJI would want to push. What's everyone's thoughts on this huge DJI ban that's gaining some traction in the US? It's really sad to see. I'd love everyone's thoughts. I know it's more of a political kind of subject, but it is going to affect a lot of us. I would like a lot of thoughts from people in the comments. I'll just practice a bit more, and I'll jump back to the comments in a second. But yeah, it's very sad. I did a video on it. There is the drone Advocacy Alliance. They have an opportunity to reach out to like senators and different like committee members, I guess, just to reach out to your local representatives to actually like voice your opinion on what's happening and to voice how important drones are, or DJI drones, and specifically how important they are for your operation, your hobbies, your mental health, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's a sad time. I don't know what's going to happen with all of that. Oh, that was close. But yeah, love to hear what everyone else is thinking about that. I don't know, whoever's tuning in right now, like just drop in the chat. Where are you? Where are you located? US, Australia, Japan, where? UK, where are you based? Love to hear where everyone's from. And I did upload a video on the channel not long ago. I think it was a live stream I did regarding the ban and the drone advocacy website. So definitely go and check that video out on my channel. I believe it was a live stream. So just go to the live tab once I'm done with this video and have a look at that. Okay, let's try to avoid all these. I can see a bunch of comments popping up. So just give me a sec. I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm getting better with that. That was the movement I really was struggling with. So that's nice to know. That movement there is a nice one. Okay, let's try a over. Woo! Okay, I'm going to go back to the main menu now. Let's just see what everyone's saying in the chat. So John, you have got the Mini 3 Pro, the Avata 1, the Avata 2, the Mavic 3 Classic, and the Mavic 3 Pro, as well as the Air 3. Oh, you've got quite the selection over there, John. What do you find yourself going towards? What's your go-to drone? That's an awesome selection there. Shane said no good. I would imagine that's in regards to the drone ban or the DJI ban in the US. I believe it's going to affect Chinese drones. So it's not just DJI, even though it seems to be more of a targeted attack. Brisbane, Shane. Cool. Same here. We've got Pete Plays, got the Mini 3 Pro, and John, South Australia. There you go. All right, I'm going to go back into the one that I was really enjoying. I did enjoy the dock. Let's maybe try one more different one, and then I'll go back to the dock. And in between, I will flash up that new code. Well, let's try Horizon. This one looks cool. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. I do like doing these live streams. I'm using StreamYard, as you can see in the top right corner. Okay, so we've been going for 43 minutes. Got 8 people in the live, so appreciate it all, everyone. Yeah, so I've got the free version of StreamYard. That's why we have that little watermark in the top right corner there. This kind of has like a Dubai vibe. This is awesome. Okay, let's get a bit of height up here. This one's fitting with my controller that just seems to gain altitude constantly. Oh, this is a good one to do these dive bombs. Ooh, that was nice. Let's go down to the streets here. This is another cool map. Yeah, I'm very impressed. And the fact that we have like a map editor in this game. This one was the standout sim. Like I reached out to a few people and they told me that the DJI FPV Remote Controller 3 wouldn't be supported. And like a few people even said to me, oh, it won't be supported by any sim. And I'm like, okay. And I reached out to Uncrashed and they're like, yeah, it's already supported. Like, check it out. And then they just give me a few codes. They gave me a code to redeem and then 2 to give away. So I've already flashed up one idea. So John, no idea where to enter the code. So if you just go into Steam, and I can't think of exactly where it is. Well, let's just wait up. Let me just try to get, oh no, what am I doing? That's not what I want. There we go. Ooh, mate, FPV pilot over here. And then I just fumble it. Oh, look at this tempting little hole to go through. Very weird phrase to put out there. Okay. Oh, the roll. That was cool. Imagine if we could just have these playgrounds just local to us. Be sick, wouldn't it? Yeah, so John, just have a look. Go on Google and just type in how to redeem codes on Steam. But it's in the Steam, like you launch Steam and then it's along the top somewhere. There's like one of the menus, or you click on your profile maybe, like the image of you, I think it is. And then it will say like redeem code. All right, I'm going to try to get back into focus mode because I'm, I think, talking too much and not focusing enough here. Ah, damn. Wait, what? Why am I spawning inside of that? That's weird. Fair enough. All right, so let's try around here. Yeah, awesome draw distance. You can see like it's an entire world. I could fly all the way out there, I'd imagine, and would have no issues. Okay, let's try to get down to the streets. They're the movements I really need to get used to, those little finer movements. Oh, come on. Come on. No, so close. Come on, recover. Recover drone. No. Oh, wow. Back up here. What a weird spawn point. I don't understand why this is the spawn point. Okay, I don't seem to actually like hit into anything there, which is nice. Oh, there's some boats down here. Oh, there's a boat in the distance. That's cool. Let's go and check that out. Oh, you found it, John? Okay. Yeah, so the code flashed up before. Don't know if that one's been redeemed. No one said that they've redeemed it yet, but I will flash up another one in between this map that I'm on and the next map that I'm going to go to. So just keep an eye out. Oh, yeah, that was clean. I feel like this hurts my brain sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. And then I like try to do something cool. Like, yeah, I'm going to do like a roll over it and try to keep it together. And then that's where my brain just doesn't work. Okay, Shane said someone's redeemed it. Well, good night. It's about 12 midnight for Texas RC Noob. Thank you so much for tuning in. Still got 5 people here. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah, Shane, someone has redeemed it. By the sounds of it, no one's claimed it in the chat that I've seen. But that's good to know that someone has redeemed it. Again, I will have another one that will flash up very soon, so keep an eye out for that one. Okay, let's go between the gap and the crane. Whoa, made it. Most drones wouldn't make it. Ooh. Oh, look at that tempting little one there to go through. All right, let's go back and try to go through that one. No. No. Okay. Oh, I did it. Nice. That's cool. Okay. Let's try. Oh, the boat's actually like cruising over here now. That's cool. All right, let's try through the streets now, I think. Yeah, I did say I wanted to go for about an hour. It's 49 minutes, I can see we've been going for. I think what I'll do is just give me another chance to do this circuit here. Whatever circuit I'm doing, I have no idea. I'm just kind of doing things. Let's go down. I'm glad that I've got that movement a little bit better. I feel like those finer movements I've definitely improved on. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, so everyone, let's just go back to the main menu here. Appreciate you, Shane. Appreciate you sticking around. Texas RC Noob is heading off. It's midnight. John's found it, which is good. Yeah, so anyone looking in, keep an eye out because I'm about to flash up the code right now. Boom. There's the second code. Again, thank you so much to Uncrashed for giving me that extra code. I think I'll just get the doc loaded back up. That was my favorite by far. So that's the code. Jump in to Steam, try to redeem it. First one to redeem it is the one who's going to get it. There were 2 codes. One's been redeemed. This is the last code. I don't know whether I will do another live stream in the future with the sim. Maybe once I've had a chance to fly properly out and about, I will document that whole thing. When I go out with the Avata 2, I will film that entire thing. I'm going to be using the remote controller, this one here. Let me just make sure it loads in. Loads in, what am I talking about? So yeah, the DJI FPV Remote Controller 3. This is the latest remote controller, FPV remote controller from DJI. Works with the Avata 2. This is definitely the one to look into for sure. Okay, Shane said it's just gone, so I don't know whether John redeemed it. Let us know, John. Might have already been taken. Okay, I'll leave it up a little bit longer just while I jump into this one, have a bit more of a practice. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. We've now got 3 people, so a few people are probably left after the codes are gone. But I'm definitely feeling a little bit more confident with these types of movements now, these like banking shots like this. And these are the revealing shots, right? Like you would spin around a building like that. That's a bit more cinematic as opposed to FPV. It's a bit more gradual, but you know, I'm proud of the progress, the little tiny amounts of progress I've made in this video. This is definitely a cool simulator though. I love how you've got like moving things to track. Graphics are great. It's very smooth as well. My computer is not great by any means. Okay, John got the first one. Awesome. Great to hear, John. Oh, you're too slow with it, Shane. Damn. Well, I can always try to get some more codes and do another video like this in the future, because I definitely still need to practice. I'm nowhere near ready to go out and fly FPV. Yeah, bounce off the ground. Nice. Okay, that was all right. Nothing too shabby. No. That was trash. All right, let's just quickly go back to the comments. Thank you, everyone. So John got the first one, the first code. Yeah, like I said, Shane, I might do another simulator video after a little while. I think I'll just keep practicing myself without live streaming it, and then I'll go out and fly, try FPV, document that, and then I'll come back and do another sim one. I'll reach out and see if they can give me a few more codes, and we can just go from there, can't we? Cool. All right, let's just get rid of this. Back to just the game again, the sim. Yeah, so nearly at that hour mark. So I think I'm just going to purely practice a little bit more on this one as the live stream keeps going. We might go just over the hour mark, just because I feel like I'm getting a little better with my finer movements now. Yeah, like even that's like a drastic change from what I was doing right at the beginning. I think this is... Okay, that was all right. Woo! Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for all the feedback and comments along the way, everyone. All right, confident to maybe go through here now. Yep. Leave and accelerate. Oh, nice. Old mate's going through there. Let's try to catch up with him. He goes very wide, doesn't he? Oh, that sound as you accelerate or as you increase altitude is menacing. Oh, keep going. Keep going. No. All right, let's follow this guy again. No, this guy goes a different way. True. It definitely feels quite responsive, this game. Obviously, I have no idea what to expect when I actually fly with this controller in the Avata 2. Where is this guy? Oh, here he is. But yeah, I think that's, you can get carried away and too excited, wanting to go through tiny gaps and get really close to things. But I think what I've learned from this little test here is that, that kind of movement there, yeah, I'm going pretty slow, but like that was a cool shot, and I think they're the kind of shots that I need to go for once I actually fly FPV, like these kind of ones. Like, when I started, I couldn't even handle anything. And now look, I'm able to gently go between a few little tight gaps without overdoing it. Ooh, look at me. Flipping and tripping. Yeah, so I think that's maybe the thing I've learned from this little test here is just don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get carried away and cocky and try too much. I think it really is just like these finer movements. Like, yeah, it doesn't look amazing. I'm sure if this was something I was filming, it would look very slow and maybe almost not like FPV. But, while you're learning, you really just need to get used to it. Oh, keep going. Yes, that was sick. Love that. And then through here. Oh, and then old mate's ready. Old mate's ready. And then drop it. Oh, free flowing. That was sick. You literally like just pull down on the stick and it just kind of kills the drone. Okay, so that was what I was doing a lot at the beginning. I was doing these ones where I was looking up too high. I feel like I'm a little better with that now, as you guys have probably been seeing. John, no, I didn't modify the sticks. I actually just left it as default. So by default, it's just increasing in altitude regardless. So I see a lot of FPV pilots with the left stick in a low position, so not the neutral position in the middle, but a low position. And that seems to work for a lot of FPV pilots. So I wonder whether I should maybe do that as well for my next test. But it kind of forces me to like pull down on the stick a little bit more anyway. So it's making me more probably intentional with my speed. But no, I haven't modified the sticks. I've just left them. So like even this, like going through here, like when you watch me right at the beginning, there's no way I would have been able to go through here. Still nicked it a little bit. The real test will be obviously flying properly, but just for now, like this is cool. Let's try to get like you can see like if I'm angling down, it's just constantly basically increasing in altitude or thrust. So I'm getting those kind of effects. Okay, John said I will give it a try the same way as you, because you obviously just got the code for the game. Yeah, I don't know. When I was flying with my friend Ariel Pixel, he had the sticks down, and I watched a video before the live stream. That's why I was actually a little late. You basically, like, there's two arrows on the back here, and you pull these grips off, and then there's little sections that you can loosen with a screw or an Allen key. And so from there, you can basically adjust the stick sensitivity, I guess, or the tension of the stick. And so from there, that would probably be the best way to go about doing it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel so far for me, it forces me to actually be a bit more intentional, because I'm actually like pulling down on the stick right now constantly to decrease. And then that's me letting go of the stick. That's just the normal neutral position there. Right there, you can see it's 93 kilometers. So it's pretty fast, but I've been noticing when I've been looking in the top right, my speeds have been about 50 to 60, maybe 70 kilometers at times. So I'm very slow and intentional with it. But that seems to work really well for just getting used to it. So we can increase over. Yeah, I guess even like just looking back at where I started at the beginning of this video, like it seems like I have a bit more control, I would say. Don't know what you guys think. People who have been tuning in this whole time. What do you think, Shane? Shane and John? Am I still sucking or am I okay? Do I have an opportunity? Do you feel like I've still got potential? Oh, that was cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to make that. Go over. Oh, what's over here? I didn't even check out over here. Oh, it's like a whole car park. Let's come and check over here. Yeah, it is still very touchy, isn't it? John reckons I've improved. Like this kind of movement, like that's pretty controlled, right? That was something I was struggling with right at the beginning. So I'm definitely better with that. I'm going extremely slow, as you can see. But like I feel like I'm able to navigate these kind of areas. Full FPV, look at me. Let's go through here. This is the one on. No. Just bouncing off the ground. Love it. All right, let's reset. Cool. So we just hit the hour mark. Again, thank you everyone who has tuned in. We've got 6 people now. So we've obviously got people jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out. John and Shane have been the loyal viewers through this video. We had a few others earlier on as well. We had that RC person tune in. And we've had a few others just jump in the chat. So again, thank you. I realize I'm not really overly engaging with everyone. I'm trying, but the whole intention of this was to keep myself accountable, to actually try to fly FPV. Yeah, those kind of movements, that's pretty cool. Seems a lot slower than 50 kilometers, but anyway. Oh, yes. Over the top here, back down. Cut it, and then... Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been a very nice run. Yeah, it blows my mind, some of the stuff that these FPV pilots get. It's crazy stuff. Even just watching, you know, Andrew is a guy I caught up with ages ago. He flew FPV and showed me, you know, how it all worked. That was really cool to see. Aerial Pixel's another person. He showed me how it all worked. It's cool to see. And I used to have a clothing brand, if anyone remembers that, called Eye in the Sky Clothing. And I actually used to connect with all the like the champions of FPV all over the world. Some of the coolest FPV pilots in the world. Used to do like videos on the channel with them. They would feature their best clips. They used to like wear and rep my shirts, which was cool, my hats and all the other things that I would sell over there. So I had like a cool little foothold in the FPV space for clothing. But yeah, that was kind of a chapter of my life. And then I lost a bit of passion for the clothing business side of things. And the drone course is actually the next step for me. That was like my next progression. I was like, oh, I think I could educate people on drones, you know, and the fears they have around flying, and give them some insights into that. Because I guess, yeah, the clothing space can be quite a competitive one, as you can imagine. But it was so cool. Like I remember I interviewed Kelsey FPV. She was really cool. She's in the UK. We did a podcast together. She repped a lot of my stuff. We did giveaways together. So that was a really cool part of my journey. I've definitely done some different steps, different projects along the way. But yeah, that clothing store is still up. Eye in the Sky Clothing. It's eyeintheskyclothing.com. I believe that domain's going to actually lapse soon. but it's still active for the time being. And the store's still there. It's under Spring, I believe is the name now. They rebranded. But that's who I use for the shipping and everything. And yeah, we sent a lot of shirts out. A lot of people bought them. I got a lot of, gave a lot of influencers free gear to rep the brands. Had a lot of people on the podcast, like I said. Did a lot of, giveaways and all sorts of fun things. So yeah, that was always cool. I mean, I guess the reason I'm telling you that is that you can pretty much do anything if you put your mind to it. Like, that was so cool to connect with all those people. And some of them, like one of the people I connected with, she's now actually she's flown one of those manned drones, basically, whatever they refer to them as. I don't know what they call them, but basically it's like a drone that you sit in and control. And so I saw she's doing that, and there's a lot of them in like the actual competitive racing league, doing all sorts of cool things in that space. Oh, that was pretty good. Nice and low. Yeah, Shane, it was cool. It was very cool for sure. Oh, yes. And then up. Boom. Yeah, right. Okay, let's do one more lap, guys. Thank you again so much, everyone, for tuning in. It's got 7 people here, which is nice. Appreciate all the support, everyone. I do have another YouTube video dropping on Friday, which is cool. It's a cinematic drone video with this really awesome mini drone called the Potensic Atom. 3-axis gimbal, definitely competes with the DJI Mini range. So yeah, check out that. I went to Kingscliff, which is in New South Wales, just over the border of New South Wales, and got some cool cinematic shots there. Created a cinematic video for the Potensic Atom. They actually shared it on their YouTube channel, which was cool, but I'm posting it on my channel this Friday, so keep tuned for that. And I've got a bunch of other things. I've got a giveaway, guys. I don't know if people have entered, but I've got you have me up on 2 accounts, John. What do you mean? I have you up on 2 accounts. Oh, as in you're watching me from 2 accounts. True, you're inflating the numbers for me. Look at you. Yeah, the Crucial, that's it, Shane. The Crucial X9 Pro SSD. That's a giveaway that I'm running right now. It will be linked in my link tree. And there's also a video on my YouTube channel. But I'm giving away an SSD, a 1 terabyte, tiny little portable SSD. Love that thing. I use one myself, actually. It's plugged into my computer for all my video content. I went with the 4 terabyte version, though, purely because I'm always uploading bloody 4K videos. Ah, damn. Okay, one more. It is fun. I'm into this. This is fun. I'm going to try to do the circuit one more time, and then we're wrapping up, everyone. So again, thank you. If you've got any questions, let me know now before the live stream ends. What am I doing? There we go. Hi. Yep, nice. That was pretty good. Try to do a nice wide one. Yeah. And then under here, that was pretty good. Might go over this one and then try to cool. Pretty cool. Look at me go. I have to watch back the live stream once I end it just to see how terrible I was when I started, because this seems like an improvement. Definitely not flying very fast, but just the control here. Look at that. Look at me go, guys. I've got some control, don't I? Yay. Through that gap, perfect. And then we'll go over like so. Oh, yes. I'm getting better. I am getting better, team. Cool. All right, let's exit out of this. Any questions, quickly let me know in the comments. Probably not. I wouldn't imagine. We've kind of covered everything here. There we go. Cool. All right, well, shout out to Shane Stuff. Shout out to John Noble Media. Shout out to, who else do we have in here? We had Pete Plays Edits. Shout out to you. You were here a little earlier on. Texas RC Noob. Thank you for jumping in the chat. We had Scott Carlson. Thank you for jumping in the chat. And then Shiro Gain. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Cool. Well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate all your support. I will definitely chat to you very soon. I've got a bunch of videos coming up very soon. So thank you so much for tuning in. Check out this if you are in the market for, to upgrade your FPV world. Check out the DJI FPV Remote Controller 3. I will have it all linked below. You can, if you're in Australia, you can use the code DansTube over on the D1 store. They're also known as DJI Australia. Check out their stuff. Drone Pilots Queensland. Just jumped in an hour and 11 minutes in, mate. You just missed the whole thing. But thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the comment. So yeah, check those links below. I will have it up on Amazon for the controller that I was using during the video, as well as DJI Australia as well, or the D1 store. You can use the code DansTube over on their website for a bunch of stuff. So experiment around, use that. Check all the links below. Check out the drone course. I know Shane was saying he was going to check out the drone course. So check out the Fearless Drone Academy, fearlessdrone.academy, which is my drone course. And I will chat to you very soon. Peace out, everyone. Love you all. And stay tuned for some more giveaways coming out as well.